Slavery, a practice deeply ingrained in the social, economic, and political fabric of ancient civilizations, shaped the course of history and left a lasting legacy that continues to resonate today. From the monumental structures of Egypt to the philosophical foundations of Greece and the expansive empire of Rome, slavery was a ubiquitous institution that intersected with every aspect of daily life. This video delves into the multifaceted nature of slavery in antiquity, examining its origins, evolution, impacts, and enduring significance. Slavery in ancient civilizations emerged as societies transitioned from small-scale agricultural communities to more complex urban centers. The earliest records of slavery date back to ancient Mesopotamia, where written laws like the Code of Hammurabi, circa 1754 BCE, codified the institution. Slavery in Mesopotamia primarily involved prisoners of war and debtors, who were often used as laborers or domestic servants. In ancient Egypt, slavery was intertwined with the construction of monumental structures such as the pyramids. Captives from military campaigns or conquered territories were often enslaved, although the status of slaves in Egypt could vary widely, with some attaining significant positions of influence and authority. Ancient Greece, renowned for its democratic ideals and philosophical achievements, paradoxically relied heavily on slavery to sustain its economy and way of life. Slaves, known as doulos, performed a wide range of tasks from household chores to agricultural labor and even skilled craftsmanship. The institution of slavery in Greece was justified through cultural and philosophical lenses, with thinkers like Aristotle rationalizing it as natural and necessary for the functioning of society. Athens, the cradle of democracy, had a slave population that outnumbered its citizens. This dependence on slavery enabled Athenian citizens to engage in public affairs and intellectual pursuits while relegating manual labor to slaves. The treatment of slaves varied. While some faced harsh conditions and abuse, others, especially those in skilled positions or domestic roles, had more favorable circumstances. In the Roman Empire, slavery reached unprecedented scales and complexities, becoming integral to its economic prosperity and expansion. Slaves performed essential roles in agriculture, mining, construction, and domestic service, enabling Roman citizens to enjoy lives of relative leisure and luxury. The institution of slavery in Rome was not based on racial distinctions but rather on social and legal status, with slaves often coming from conquered territories or through birth into slavery. Roman law provided some protections for slaves, allowing for the possibility of earning or purchasing freedom, manumission. However, the harsh realities of slavery persisted, with punishments, abuse, and the constant threat of sale or separation from families defining the enslaved experience. Slavery in ancient civilizations was intricately linked to economic production and social hierarchy. It provided a labor force that facilitated agricultural productivity, construction projects, and the expansion of urban centers. The wealth and prosperity of ancient societies were often built on the backs of enslaved individuals whose contributions were essential yet systematically marginalized. Socially, slavery reinforced hierarchies and divisions within societies. It perpetuated notions of superiority and inferiority based on birth and status, with free citizens enjoying privileges and rights denied to slaves. The exploitation and dehumanization of slaves were justified through cultural norms and philosophical discourses that perpetuated the idea of inherent inequalities among different social classes. Ancient civilizations grappled with the ethical implications of slavery, with philosophical thinkers offering varying perspectives. While some, like Aristotle, defended slavery as a natural and necessary institution, others, such as the Stoics, criticized its abuses and advocated for the inherent dignity and equality of all humans. Cultural representations of slavery in literature, art, and religious texts also reflected complex attitudes toward the institution. Stories of enslaved individuals achieving freedom or rising to positions of influence, such as the philosopher Epictetus, highlighted narratives of resilience and agency within a system designed to oppress. The legacy of slavery in ancient civilizations continues to shape modern discourse on human rights, social justice, and historical memory. The echoes of ancient slavery resonate in debates over reparations, systemic inequalities, and the ongoing impact of historical injustices on contemporary societies. Studying slavery in antiquity offers insights into the complexities of power, exploitation, and resistance that characterize human history. It challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths about the foundational structures of civilizations that have shaped our worldviews and societal norms.